So today we're here with Pearl, who is a mentor inside of the NextPhase Community. As usual, we're going to cover the details of Pearl's life-changing event, all the ups and downs of getting through the medical, legal, emotional, and the financial aspects of the journey, and then the challenges that she faced and the challenges that she's still facing today, the challenges that still remain. So Pearl, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for having me, Joe.
Sure. Tell us a little bit about your accident, Pearl. When did it happen?
On the 5th of December, 2005,
And what happened that day?
I came out the elevator with the super of the building. He went to the left, I went to the right. He turned around after, but I would know this after the fact, to say, let me give Miss Pearl a ride. At this time, I was under the bus. He didn't know that it was Miss Pearl under the bus. The ambulance was called. They came. Couldn't get me out from under the bus because I was stuck. I was hit with the bus in the front wheel, and the movement of the bus took me down to the back wheel. And that long silver thing under the bus, that stuck me under. I couldn't move. I had to wait 45 minutes for the ambulance to come back, for the fire truck to come back, to hoist the bus up to get me out. Finally, the ambulance came and they hoisted the bus up and they let me out.
So Pearl, tell us about your injuries.
Under the bus, I had a massive heart attack. While I got to the hospital in the trauma department, and they started to work on me. They brought my leg in, apart from my body. Only thing I wanted at that time was to get up and walk. I just wanted to be away from there, but didn't realize the danger that I was in. I didn't even realize that I was separated from my own leg. Because of the weight of the bus that pinned me to the ground, my shoulders were both dislocated. My leg was separated from my body. They reattached it. I had 8 surgeries. And then the 8th surgery, they warned me, this is your 8th and your last. Start to prepare me mentally and physically for prosthesis and the wheelchair. And that night, I went to Jesus and I said to him, I'm your child and I know that I don't love you the way I'm supposed to love you, but I'm your child, just make me well. And after I spoke to Jesus, I never worried again. I never thought about it again. I never asked God to heal me or to come to me or to make me well. I prayed for the people who were touching me. I never worried. I never did anything after that. I just knew it was done. That surgery was a success. But I had a very long road ahead of me.
Let's talk about that road. I mean, the medical aspect of what you went through is so compelling. So let's discuss the legal side of your journey. Did you work with an attorney?
Yes, I did. And he won.
Okay, so there was a verdict. Good. When we're talking about the legal, Pearl, were there any specific areas, either the process, mediations, your turn, just working with your attorney's office, the settlement process, that threw you off a bit, that was a little bit more than you might have expected, or just threw you off a little bit?
I didn't know that word existed. So here we are. I'm new to everything. My attorney did most things for me.
During those first few months after the accident, just how were you doing emotionally, speaking of that?
That I would never walk again. What would happen to my legs? I would never walk again. That traumatized me. I didn't know where I was, I didn't know what was going to happen.
What helped you get through it? Who helped you?
I prayed a lot. The people I worked with helped me. My attorney helped me. Because I worked in the medical field, it made things easier for me to reach. Remember, I spent 1 year in the hospital. And then when I was discharged, I had to come back out and learn to walk. I went back to work in a wheelchair. Everything was different and strange, and I just had to learn to redo everything.
How are you doing now, emotionally speaking?
I'm doing good. Talking about it, it was part of the healing. It taught me, the accident taught me lots of lessons. It taught me how to trust people, who to trust, how to love people.
Initially, when this happened, what were your thoughts about your finances and your fears, financially speaking?
Like I said before, I knew I had to work. I had to work. That's why I went back to work in a wheelchair. Everything was closing in. I used up all that I had. And my attorney, I won the case, and my attorney introduced me to a gentleman who guided me safely and securely to where I am today financially. And I am comfortable where I am today because of his guidance, because he's in my life. I'm very happy. I say to myself and to everybody, I wonder what would have happened if I just took all and went away with it. And I know for a fact, I would have had a good time. The good times would have been over, and I would have been still working if I did not get the legal and financial advice that I got.
Is your settlement still providing for you?
I'm a happy lady until whenever I die, and I'm not dying before I reach 150.
Atta girl.
Everybody has to put up with me.
So let's talk about the mentor program inside of NextPhase. What gets you excited about taking part in this program?
I just want to be able to tell my story, and I want people to know that there is much more to life than what I had in 2004 backwards. There's much more to life.
So Pearl, on behalf of the entire NextPhase community, I thank you for your unbelievable story and insights. And
I thank you, Joe, for considering me, and I thank you again. You're a great part of my life. Without you, a different Pearl, not this Pearl.
this is a pretty good Pearl, so I'm going to take that as a real good compliment.
Thank you.